back like we never left. What is good, everybody? If you are new to the channel, allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Weav, and here on my channel, we coach you on 3 important aspects of your life. First, on your personal growth and development. Second, we always push you to grow professionally as you continue your upward mobility in your careers in both business and entrepreneurship. Third, we always help you to build, maintain, and nurture long, lasting, and more meaningful relationships. Today, we talk about the effects your ego can have on how your personal development journey and personal relationships are going in your life. If you don't know much about me, I don't like to waste time, and I'm ready to get into it, so let's do that right now. You may not know this just yet, but your ego just might be your greatest enemy. Ego can be a pretty confusing concept to grasp, especially when we think about how it relates to our lives and how we are developing personally and professionally. So what is ego? What does it actually mean? And how does that apply to our everyday interactions with others? And put really simply, your ego can be defined as the motivation that you use to act within your own self-interest. And don't get me wrong, we are all a little bit egocentric in the sense that we can never really break free from our own literal viewpoints, our own personal experience, our own perspective that is influenced by our own goals, beliefs, identities, preferences, and sometimes our biases, right? And we all differ to the degree in which we are even willing to step outside of our own perspective to see things from other people's viewpoints. But we're all locked into our own egocentric views because there's no way for us to truly process information except from our own personal frame of reference. It's just reality. You know, the kind of person you tell a story to where they interject in your story with their own situations? The, oh yeah, something similar happened to me person. Let me tell you before you finish your story because mine is probably more important. Yeah, ego. It's them interjecting the me into the conversation. And this is where ego affects some of our personal relationships, right? Yes, we are always thinking of our own personal interest in any situation. We are always interjecting our own priorities and wondering, well, if this happens, how will it affect me? How will it change my life? How will it create a difficulty or an easier situation for me? It's human nature. But what I would ask you is, what if you were a little less selfish and a little more selfless? What would happen if someone was telling you a story and it was just as important for you to hear as your own? What if you took into account the they in the situation? Would we realize in general that we could become more understanding and a little less selfish? That we could build an even stronger bond and relationship with those in our lives by dropping our ego by just a little bit? By dropping the bravado and making everything about us? Yeah. So what becomes of our ego? Well, if we are just a little bit more empathetic, a little bit more compassionate, a little bit more interested in the lives of others, what kind of world would we live in right now? And look, I understand there is no way to completely rid ourselves of some sort of ego. But the level of compassion we can show by just listening, like really listening with the intent to understand each other, the difference in your relationships with others changes significantly. It's not that you shouldn't be confident, that you shouldn't have pride, but the sincerity we show towards one another makes us great leaders. It makes us great co-workers. It makes us great husbands and wives and girlfriends and boyfriends. It makes for us to have our ego, but understand that everyone else has their own too. And in a lot of situations, yes, your ego has built you. It has developed you into who you are today. It has gotten you through so many things in your life. But just a little less may just help you be a better human being. It may help you build your business faster. It may help your relationship break down communication barriers you may have. It may help your family dynamic be less contentious. But you have to want that. You have to want to build bridges, not walls, in order to create better connections and relationships. Seeing things from others' perspectives costs you absolutely nothing. Listening costs you nothing. The most valuable thing we have in this world is our time. And if you are investing that time into those you say that you love and care about, into those who work for or with you, then a small piece of your time, a small piece of your compassion can be the difference that makes the difference in both of your lives. When you allow your ego to control your thoughts, everything you believe becomes an illusion. So start living this now in a reality world where you understand that the levels you are willing to go through to believe in the we more than the I will make the difference in the life of you and everyone in your circle. As always, thank you to every single one of you for tuning in today. And if nobody has told you this already today, I appreciate you. If you are new to the channel, I want you to become official to the squad. So before you head out, hit that subscribe button and that bell notification down bottom. Become an official part of the team. I'm gonna head out now, but I'll be back soon with a new video. But in the meantime, have an amazing day. Stay strong and stay inspired. And as always, until I see you guys next time, peace.